Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. I'm coming at you live from Ottawa, Ontario on my Chromebook for my YouTube channel, Mystic and Severe Radio. So, hope you guys are having a good day today. I'm good. I just did some jumping jacks, so I'm a little short of breath. But I'm going to try to talk to you for at least half an hour. Somewhere between half an hour and an hour. We'll see. We'll see how I do. At least 20 minutes, okay? Okay? So, before I start, I would love for you to join my channel. You can just search Mystic and Severe Radio on YouTube, and you can hop on over. So, there's a way to type it in too, but where it's just Mystic and Severe. No, sorry, it's Mystic Severe Radio. YouTube.com/Mystic Severe Radio. And you can find it like that too. I don't know why this is showing up, but whatever. And so yeah, please do subscribe. I would appreciate that. I'm at 120 subs. Man's trying to get to 1,000 at the very least. Man's needs some money. But enough about me. Let's talk about content. So one thing that I do like to highlight, yes I know, thank you for that YouTube, is this right here. My kind of coming up announcement. So here are 4 compelling stories in showbiz, lots of reviews, and movie tunes to match. So that's a little vague, but I mean, if you've listened to the show before, you get, directors, historians, stuff like that. And sometimes people that are outside the film industry, but just have a unique perspective on it. But this time, it's for people behind production. So I've got, you can see today I announced on Instagram, I announced my first interviews. So, and by the way, do follow me on Instagram. I'm the Movie Mystic 2021. I was Movie Mystic 2020, but the years changed, so does the Instagram account. So here we go. Susan Stern. So she directed this fun documentary about her late husband. I'll air it on CKCU FM next week. Bad Attitude, the artist Spain Rodriguez. And so that's fun stuff. So she's a documentarian. She lives in the Bay Area, which is San Francisco, California. Then also, R. Dunlop, 1962. So that's Reed Dunlop. In 1962 is just, he's old. He chatted with me about some of his observations about the set life as an assistant director. It airs at CKCU FM next week. So those are the first 2 announced interviews that I have coming up. And I'm going to tell you about all the other ones and everything coming up on the next broadcast, as well as some South by Southwest reactions, because I am actually media accredited to cover that digital festival later in March. So, listen to Mystic and Severe on CKCUFM.com. I've shown you how to listen to it before. If you go to CKCUFM.com, go to programs, go to Wednesday, scroll down to midnight to 2 a.m. slot. There's 2 shows, Next Level and Mystic and Severe. I'm Mystic and Severe. I'm the Movie Mystic. Listen to the shows, lots of fun. I've done this before, but I'll do it again. Each one of these links is 2 hours of fun. So come party with me. And if 2 hours sounds a little daunting, you're on the go, but you want to hear some Michael O'Keefe, join the YouTube channel. Enjoy it anyways, because, it's a fun way to listen to the same stuff. And I go live. Look at all these live streams. Let's see, what live stream is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're on the 9th night live stream. That's fantastic. Started in January, and I'm stepping it up, man. It's going to be 2-3 times a week going forward. Until I get kicked off YouTube. Which hopefully will not happen. But you never know. So, and follow me on Twitter. I announce stuff, and I think I write somewhat artful posts, at least nice pictures and good links. So, you get the channel trailer right here. That's my pinned tweet. And then I got, wait, who's this? Carl. He follows me. Good for him. You should too. So I got Reed Dunlop and Susan Stern announcements. And then I've also, one thing that was fun is, look at this. This is me with the Hollywood gents back in 2019. That's a great picture. And you can be the 20th person to like it. It's not going to be me. And you can be the third person to retweet it. What's been great is Hollywood themselves, look at this, they're retweeting all my stuff. Interviews, pictures. So it goes back, so to the 6th. So that's been nice. So that's kind of like the latest Twitter action I can detail. And so party with me on Twitter. Party with me on YouTube and CKCUFM.com sites. Alright, Instagram. So I do like a post a day on Instagram. So look at that, 422 posts. Been out for like a year. Do like a post a day for the most part. Today I did 2 posts. And I have no pictures of like me just handing out. It's all movie stills, which I think is fine. I mean, obviously I like it, but hopefully this doesn't offend you. That you don't see me, the boys turning up or whatever. All you get is content, man. I mean, movie images, or, pictures of cool actors. But, movie images are just like the best pictures there are, in my opinion. So why not have an Instagram account, dedicated to that 100%? I feel weird being on the Instagram site. It's just a mobile thing. Am I right? Oh, and here's a good picture to highlight. My Black Friday movies from Severin. I'm going to be reviewing a couple of these things. This right here, Things. And the Ozploitation trailer Explosion. We'll talk about that later. And that's a t-shirt. That's the saxophone sticker. That's the Blood of Satan's Claw artwork. Everything else is just movies. Oh, that's good stuff. Look at that nice carpet. Anyways, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And of course the Facebook site. I'm going to go to that right now. I forgot to put it up. Mystic and Severe on CKCUFM.com. CKCUFM, excuse me. So, you can be the 228th member to join this group. Yeah, there's a live talking about it right now. I'm on it right now. And if you're just kind of curious what the show's been about, I've been messing with Facebook for the longest, obviously. You got it. Oh, there's even more tabs, actually. You got a lot of topics in. So these are the festivals, Locarno, Festival of Nouveau Cinema, Cannes Film Festival, a little bit of stuff down here, HBO. And you get your Tribeca, a little bit more Ottawa stuff, Los Angeles Asia Pacific Film Festival, a little bit more, a little Star Wars, YouTube, there's all my live streams, stuff on Netflix, New York Asian Film Festival movies, Blu-rays, Berlinale, of course, TIFF, Film Scholarly, that's just like, historians, commentators, stuff like that, movie soundtracks. I'm going to pick this one, because I'm going to click on this. This has got the most. It's great pictures. Look at this. The soundtracks. Great music. That's a good reason to listen to the show, like the complete show, is that you get all those great tracks. Yep. Freaky. Finally saw Freaky. We love Freaky at Mystic and Severe. Star Wars. What y'all think about the Dark Troopers theme? You like that Skrillex beats John Williams? Alright. Oop. We gotta get out of there. Okay. So, and of course, follow me on Letterboxd. I am the movie mystic. Just like on Twitter. but no underscore, and it's all caps. And you can see, all this cool stuff. What have I been watching lately? Maybe I'll inspire you to watch some stuff. I got my fun list. This is my most recent list. I like this. The scare films. Don't do drugs. Don't drink a single beer and drive. You'll kill a 4-year-old girl. So, compare those crazy images to, a typical movie poster. Yeah, this is a lot cleaner, right? Anyways. Enough about this. Enough shameless promotion. Let's talk about South by Southwest. So, this is exciting. I've never covered South by Southwest before. I went to a party they hosted in Toronto. That is the closest I've come to doing South by Southwest things. What's cool about South by Southwest, if we may opine, is so although the film festival lineup is announced, you have other things, Professional Development Hub. Then the speakers. Do you even know who's opening it up? The speakers? I want to see if it's here. It's gotta be here. No. Okay, it's Oprah. Alright? I can't find it here. Oprah! Come on! Oprah Winfrey! And Michael O'Keefe doing the same film festival, or festival of sorts. It's a variety fest. You get concerts, you get conferences, you got, all kinds of cool stuff. This would be so much fun to do in person. However, you can't. We live in the era of coronavirus. But we can talk about these movies that will be coming out soon. Oh, soonish. Within a year. Alright, so I got a lot of stuff to cover here. And I'm not going to get to everything. These are all the sections. So you got your headliners, narrative, feature competition. Keep in mind, I believe, you're going to have to fact check me, but I know that some of this stuff is only available in the U.S. So for my, people watching this in Canada or Europe or wherever, keep that in mind. And the festival is March 16th to the 20th. So a little 5-day shebang. And you'll be able to watch many, many, many things featured here. So, it's a lot of stuff, huh? These are all just sections. These are not movies, these are just sections. Open it up. How long will it take to scroll? Well, okay, let's look at this a little bit. Headliners. Demi Lovato, Dancing with the Devil. Powerful YouTube originals documentary event. Exploring every aspect that led to Lovato's nearly fatal overdose in 2018 and her awakenings in the aftermath. Don't do drugs. Or just don't OD. How about that? So it's a world premiere, opening night film. I do not know who that is, so I cannot really react to that. I do not know who Demi Lovato is. You can yell at me in the comments if you feel like it. And comment on this video. Hit me up. Alone Together. Charlie, a pop star in quarantine, embarks on a whirlwind creative and romantic journey while making an album in 40 days that unites a community around the world. That's the closing night film and another world premiere. Alright. So, sounds timely, right? Coronavirus. Tom Petty, Somewhere You Feel Free. Drawn from a newly discovered archive of 16mm films showing Tom Petty at work on his 1994 record, Wildflowers, considered by many, including Rolling Stone, to be his greatest album ever. Somewhere You Feel Free is an intimate view of a musical icon. Alright. I'm not a huge Tom Petty fan, but I know a lot of people are. And if you are, check that out. Or say hip to that. Alright. Narrative feature competition. So I'm not going to go through all these things, but, these are big things, right? So, Here Before, After New Neighbors Moving Next Door, A bereaved mother begins to question her reality in this unsettling psychological thriller. Okay. For the UK. Alright. Well, hopefully that's good. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. When a recently widowed mother becomes houseless, she convinces her 8-year-old daughter that they are only camping for fun while working to get them off the streets. So I didn't see it, but it sounds like that movie, Life is Beautiful. However, they said it was the Holocaust. But that's kind of, it could be cute. Could be good. Or not cute, but touching and inspiring. Alright. So we got a Canadian movie to talk about. That's fun. Alright, so it's called Islands. Joshua, a shy Filipino immigrant on the cusp of 50, has lived in the comfort of his parents' home his entire life. With his parents now in old age, get out of here. He pleads with God for a companion, terrified of being alone after they pass. Okay. A lot of family stuff, which is good. Of course it's good. Our Father. In a last-ditch attempts to foster a meaningful bond, estranged sisters Betta and Zelda go in search of their mysterious Uncle Jerry. Uncle Jerry. I immediately think of Seinfeld when I think of that. When I hear that. Uncle Jerry. Okay. Potato Dreams of America. A true story about a gay boy growing up in the collapsing USSR, his courageous mail-order bride mother, and their adventurous escape to Seattle in the 90s. Well, that sounds kind of spicy. It sort of has my interest immediately. How many movies we got here? Okay, just a few more. Might as well finish it up. Okay. The End of Us. After a savage breakup, two exes must continue living together when California issues its stay-at-home order for COVID-19. Uh-oh. I smell drama. Now they'll try to move on without moving out. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. I like that. The Fallout. High schooler Veda navigates the emotional fallout she experiences in the wake of a school tragedy. Relationships with her family, friends, and view of the world are forever altered. Uh-oh. Sounds like a school shooting movie or something. Sounds intense. Woman is Losers. In 1960s San Francisco, a once promising Catholic schoolgirl, Solana Guerrera, played by Lorenzo Izzo, oh, fantastic, sets out to rise above the oppression of poverty and invest in the future of herself that sets new precedents for the time. I'm down with it. Lorenzo Izzo, is that Eli Roth's wife? I'm gonna look that up. I don't know. Yeah, it is. See, there they are. There they are. Yeah. She's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Knock Knock. Lots of good movies. I'm about it. So, documentary film competition, feature competition. I'll just scan this. Introduce yourself with Blair. Okay. Kid candidate. You know, I don't really care. If I watch it, I'll care, but I don't know. Lily topples the world, not going quietly. The Oxy Kingpins. That sounds cool. Covers the untold story of how a network of pharmaceutical manufacturers, distributors, and retailers work together to orchestrate and perpetuate the opioid crisis that has killed. Whoo! Now that's intense. Oh, Life After ISIS, The Return. That sounds very intense. Wow. Okay. Oh, this sounds cool too. United States vs. Reality Winner. I'm a big fan of whistleblower stories. A state of secrets and a ruthless hunt for whistleblowers. This is the story of 25-year-old reality winner who disclosed a document about Russian election interference to the media and became the #1 lead target of the Trump administration. Wow. All right. Narrative spotlights. What else we got here? Something from Australia. The Fabulous Filipino Brothers. Language lessons. Looney. Alright. Swan Song. Have I heard of that? Oh my god. It has Udo Kier in it. An aging hairdresser, played by Udo Kier, escapes his nursing home and embarks on an odyssey across his small town to style a dead woman's hair for her funeral, rediscovering his sparkle on the way. Well, that's incredible. Anything with Udo Kier is integral. And after this live stream, check this out. Udo Kier. Whoa. I talked to Udo Kier once. So you just Google that. Udo Kier, Michael O'Keefe, and Mystic and Sphere Radio YouTube channel. We'll redirect you to that. Alright. So. No. Documentary Spotlight. I'm going to skip that. Well, actually, I keep saying that I will. But I'm weak. Oh, so The Hunt for Planet B. Taking us behind the scenes with NASA's high-stakes James Webb Space Telescope. The Hunt for Planet B follows a pioneering group of scientists, many of them women, on their quest to find another Earth among the stars. Oh, that sounds like cool. Like a cool movie. I like that. More stuff. When Claude got shot, 3 strangers' lives become inextricably entwined by a weekend of gun violence. Well, I imagine it would be. Alright. And then, Who We Are, A Chronicle of Racism in America. ACLU lawyer Jeffrey Robinson's shattering talk on the history of U.S. anti-black racism is interwoven with archival footage, interviews, and Robinson's story, exploring the legacy of white supremacy and our collective responsibility to overcome it. Well, that sounds good. So, I'm really excited for this. I'm going to go through all these, the Midnighters, unless I immediately forget. But I shall return to this. This is big for me. Festival favorites, though. What's this? Acclaimed status and selected premieres for festivals around the world. Oh, okay. How it ends. Dear Mr. Brody, a psychedelic journey into the heart and bank account of Michael Brody Jr., the hippie millionaire who offered the world peace for the price of a postage stamp. Sounds like fun. In the same breath, my belle, my beauty. R hashtag J. Okay. Violation. That's fantastic. A troubled woman on the edge of divorce returns home to her younger sister after years apart. But when her sister and brother-in-law betray her trust, she embarks on a vicious crusade of revenge. Check this out. So, here we go. Dusty Mancinelli and Madeline Sims Fewer talk to me. They talk to me. Let's check it out. I'm gonna prove it. Oh! YouTube that right there. Or Google that, YouTube that. Madeline Sims Fewer, Dusty Mancinelli, interviewed by Michael O'Keefe about the movie Violation. And that's fantastic. Okay. Visions. Audacious, risk-taking artists in the new cinema landscapes who demonstrate raw innovation and creativity in documentary and narrative filmmaking. Howdy. I'm not going through this section. 24 beats per second. Okay, so this is all about music, and I love music. However, I'm not talking about it. Global, a diverse selection of international filmmaking talents featuring innovative narratives, artful documentaries, premieres, festival favorites, and more. Let's see if there's anything I can recognize. No. Ninja Baby. That's a great title. No. 2020 Spotlight. Exciting narrative documentary and episodic projects from across our sections from the 2020 edition of the South by Southwest Film Festival. That's great, because if you don't remember, South by Southwest was the first film festival casualty of coronavirus. So a bunch of filmmakers, were going to have their theatrical premiere. Basically the first time they would see the movie with their audience, they could get that. It just got slapped on the internet, which obviously people are going to have a wide array of emotions about that. So South by Southwest, first casualty of coronavirus for the film festival circuit, and then everyone sort of adjusted after South by Southwest got, hosed like that. I'm sure they lost a lot of money, and that sucks. So it's great that they would highlight some things from the last year's festival to try to kind of make it up to the filmmakers. Best summer ever. Chad. Okay. Okay, Jesus Christ. Clerk. See, Clerks. Documented the life and career of Kevin Smith. Oh, fantastic. Of course, Kevin Smith directed Clerks. Executive Order of Violence. We are as gods. Okay. I haven't heard of any of these things. And I'm not going to read any of them either. Episodic premieres, episodic pilot, competition. Nope. I don't really do TV. So, I'm the wrong guy for that. Special events. Well, let's check this out. Oh, cool. So, they do a lot of panels at South by Southwest. And I'm a panel fan. You learn a lot from those conversations. I believe in panels and interviews and everything. It's educational. It's fun. This is what we got right here. Bunch of people. Oh, cool. Clerk and Twerk with Kevin Smith and Malcolm Ingram. I wouldn't really want to see Kevin Smith twerk, to be honest with you. Clerk is an examination and celebration of the life of Kevin Smith, and an exploration on how one kid from Jersey completely transformed his cultural landscape. The cultural landscape. Okay. A journey which began 25 years ago at the Sundance Film Festival, where his DIY film Clerks, finance and credit cards, that is funny, I forgot about that, took the film world by storm, leading to a career as a filmmaker, podcaster, stand-up comedian, author, comic book writer, television producer, a veritable pop culture icon with a very large and loyal fan base. Well, isn't that nice? Oh, cool. Jada Pinkett Smith in conversation with the creator, executive producers, and cast of the new Amazon Prime video terror anthology, Them. Okay. Cool summer. Woman in the Hunt for Planet B. Fantastic. HBO's Made for Love panel with stars and executive producers. Made for Love, while I began to read that, I thought it was saying Mad Max. Nope. Okay. Lots of stuff I can see. Many panels. Oh, cool. So, Q&A with Kayla. I made the mistake saying Kayla first when I talked to her, because I have interviewed her. Kayla Janess of Woodlands, Darklands, and Days Bewitched. I'm going to talk about this, but might as well talk about this now. I was going to talk about it in the midnight section above, but here it is right here. Join programmer Leanne Kunji in conversation with Woodlands Dark and Days Bewitched director Kayla Janess as they discuss the process behind the film, From its genesis as a short featurette to a comprehensive look at the folk horror phenomenon in film and television worldwide, that became the House's iconic woman author's first feature as a writer, director, and producer. They'll discuss the myriad definitions of and taxonomies of folk horror, its essential films, and most focal champions, and the many challenges of finishing a documentary in the midst of a global pandemic. So once again, Kierla Janice, Michael Keefe. Oh no! So I haven't put the YouTube video up, but yeah, I totally forgot. It's not up on YouTube yet. However, the broadcast is there. So this is from November 26th, and blah 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 blah. It's a pretty good broadcast. Check it out. If you listen to horror anthologies and distinct voices from foreign lands. So, Kayla and David Gregory were talking then about Tales of the Uncanny. However, we touch on Woodlands Dark and Days Bewitched. We do bring it up. Wow, it's great. So, fantastic. And a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Let's minimize this. It's a poop load of panels, right? Nah. Narrative shorts. No, I can't look at any shorts, I'm sorry. Except for maybe Midnight Shorts. Alright. I'm going to do Midnight Shorts, then I'll do the Midnight Features, and then we'll move on. Okay, so you got some Sweden, Australia. Puff before dying. I often think that as an ex-smoker, what if I just had a cigarette right before I died? I would want to die. Okay. Stuffed for the United Kingdom. A Tale Best Forgotten. That is a perfect name for a horror or genre short from Sweden. Okay. Cool. I bet they're good. I mean, they got accepted, right? Alright. So... I didn't minimize this. Alright. Midnighters. How many do we have here? Probably like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay. Usually a smaller section. Let's look at this thoroughly. Scary, funny, sexy, controversial, 8 provocative after dark features for night owls and the terminally curious. Okay, so broadcast signal intrusion. I want to watch all these movies, by the way, because I love. This is my favorite, category of movie. So in the late 90s, a video archivist utters a series of sinister pirate broadcasts and becomes obsessed with uncovering the dark conspiracy behind them. I like it. The Feast. From the United Kingdom. Over an evening, a wealthy family gathers for a sumptuous dinner with guests in their ostentatious house in the Welsh mountains. Served by a mysteriously disturbing young woman, the assembled party do not realize they're about to eat their last supper. Okay. Sounds alright. Gaia, from South Africa. In the depths of an ancient forest, something has been growing, something older than humanity itself, and perhaps greater too. Ooh. When a park ranger discovers a man and his son living wild, she stumbles onto a secret that is about to change the world. Well, that's appealing to me. That sounds pretty cool. Okay, Jacob's Wife. I've heard a bit about this. So director Travis Stevens. Screenwriters Travis Stevens. Oh, God. Do I know that guy? You gotta look at this for a second. I'm trying to see if I know this man. This Travis Stevens. No. It's someone else. Alright. He was just tweeting about it. So, look at this. Barbara Crampton produced this. That's fantastic. If you're a fan of Stuart Gordon, then you're a fan of Barbara Crampton. And I am a fan of both of them. I love Reanimator and From Beyond. So, the disappearance of a young woman threatens to change the beige, I don't know how to say that, and banal lives of Ann Feder, played by Barbara Crampton, okay, and her pastor husband, Jacob Feder, played by Larry Fessenden, excuse me. So, changes their lives. Larry Fessenden is cool. I'm a fan. I interviewed a composer of one of his movies. And I'm blanking on it right now, so I'm not going to focus on it anymore. And so that's obviously American. And I would be surprised if that sucks. Alright, off season. After receiving a mysterious letter, a woman travels to a desolate island town and soon becomes trapped in a nightmare. Okay, it could be cool. It could suck. It's a little vague. So, I don't know. Sound of Violence from Finland and the United States. A young girl recovers her hearing and gains synthetic abilities. I don't know how to say it. I'll just say synthetic abilities during the brutal murder of her family. Finding solace in the sounds of bodily harm as an adult, she pursues a career in music composing her masterpiece through gruesome murders. Ooh, sounds intense. Yeah, we'll see. The Spine of Night. That's a cool title. In this ultra-violent fantasy epic, ancient dark magic falls into sinister hands and unleashes ages of suffering onto mankind. A group of heroes from different areas and cultures must band together in order to defeat it at all costs. Oh, come on. Great cast. Richard E. Grant, Lucy Lawless, Patton Oswalt. Oh, man. Larry Fessenden again. You guys, 2 movies in this section. And then Woodlands Dark and Days of Bewitched, A History of Folk Horror, is the feature-length documentary on the history of folk horror from the 1960s to today. So, by our friend Kayla Janess. I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked for these movies. I'm really stoked for the midnight movies, and I will try. I'm actually in the middle of confirming an interview right now already. You know, it's not till March. I'm going to try to get as many freaking interviews for this cool festival as possible. I'm stoked. Alright, so that's my South by Southwest reaction. And so we were talking about Kayla Janess. I want to tell you about a couple of DVDs that I'm going to be reviewing on the broadcast. Let's hop over here. I'm so tempted to go back, but should I close it? No, I'm not going to close it. I might hop back. We'll see. Ozploitation Trailer Explosion. A trailer compilation for the Ozploitation fan. Now, Ozploitation is, just basically genre movies from Australia. That's all that means. And it should be frickin' awesome. No, well, it is frickin' awesome. I own this. I have the DVD. It's like 3 hours of trailers. Nearly 3 hours. There's Dennis Hopper's Bad Dog Morgan. You got the great movie Patrick right here. The Man from Hong Kong. And a lot of car stuff. It's like they break it down into like pornos and sexy movies, action movies, horror movies, and then like car movies. There's a lot of freaking car movies. So that's kind of, it's like porno comedy, action horror, and then cars. And I love these movies, or like these trailer compilations rather, because you really get a sense of what the industry is like, because you see a little bit of everything. You see all of nothing, but a little bit of everything, and it's pretty fun. And it's really fun. There's also, if you like this, from Severin, you got the Kung Fu trailers. Let's see if it shows up. Yeah. Trailers of Fury. Return of Kung Fu Trailers of Fury. And then Kung Fu Trailers of Fury. So it's the same idea. Just Kung Fu movies. And there's like 2 hours on both discs. Or maybe, yeah. 2 bone cracking hours, yeah. About 2 hours each. Go away. And then what else we got here? I love this one. This is the best one. So all the colors of giallo is reference to All Colors of the Dark, which is like a movie. This is like the real deal. It's got a documentary about giallos, and then 4 hours of, I think, every trailer for a giallo movie. And there's other stuff too. It's unbelievable. And then Kat Allinger, that psychopath, did a commentary track for it. She talks over 4 hours in giallo trailers with no break. So that's fantastic. And we're going to talk about this right here. Things! You got to see the t-shirts. Things! It's incredible. Seeing is believing. So look at this, $12 American. I mean, you got to do $80 for a Canadian for free shipping. And more if you're outside of North America. But this DVD rocks. It's 83 minutes. You get 2 audio commentary tracks. You got people reacting to it like Jason Eiser and Toby Hooper. And then you have cool people from like ConnectSploitation.com and Bleeding Skull. And like a super fan. Just blabbing away on how wonderful Things is. So look at this quote. In a class all by itself, consistently astounding as it unfolds in all its bizarre glory, and still unlike anything most viewers have ever seen. Well, ain't that true? So since I'm cool with Severin and everything, I do have permission to play this trailer. Good way to get our attention. Wow. Alright, so it's not quite working. Oh no, it is working. It's just horrible.
Hi, and welcome to TV9 News. I'm Amber Lynn.
Wow. Hello. See, that's a porn star right there. I do love the music. And the whole shot of video aesthetic. Oh my god, that's brutal. That's a rough trailer. That's just the quality of it.
I want you to have my baby.
Okay. Nice. My god. Oh, oops. Little doodly.
I never thought I'd have to live with the dead. He's dead. I know he's dead. Oh no! What did I do?
They were being sought after in a nationwide manhunt.
Seeing is believing, man.
Oh shit.
Most of this movie is just set in a kitchen. A Ozu's kitchen. It's got the weirdest pacing. This trailer is very strangely cut together, too. In fashion, in Things fashion. You can say whatever you like about it, though. It is memorable. And I've watched it like a bunch of times.
Horrifying sensation that'll rip apart your soul.
Oh, man. That's awesome. I love these. Okay, so now we're gonna go into other stuff, interviews and other movies I'm reviewing. So that's it for the Black Friday DVD reviews. Oh well, that's not true. There's some other stuff as well that I'll be reviewing. Oh no, I can't check it out. So you can't check it out on the Vinegar Syndrome site, but I review this movie as well. Super Soul Brother. Go away. Oh, it should be a kid, but alright, whatever. Alright, so this movie's hilarious. It really was an oddity that I was surprised I had never heard of until I did a blind buy. And then when I saw it, I felt incredibly seedy, and I loved my life for being semi-regrettable having seen it. So I saw there's Super Soul Brother, and then there's post this on Instagram. What is it? Oh yeah, The Mothers. This movie right here, which is like a Filipino action movie, but it's like kind of like all about a plantation, like a U.S. antebellum South plantation, but it's like set in the Philippines, which I like. I like how it sort of detaches from reality while it's like a fantasy movie, but it comes from a place of reality, like real history and lived experience. Out of steaming slave markets come the ravaging sea savages, the mothers. So they're African American women, but they're in the Philippines. So it's kind of weird what they did and creative and cool. And also, Quentin Tarantino's a big fan. He had a review that I do not think is available anymore. No, it's not there. It was on the New Beverly site. There was this really cool thing if you go to the New Beverly, which is a cinema that he runs in Los Angeles, and I went to copious amount of times when I was there in LA for a week. So you go to like Quentin News. Okay, well that's great, but he had reviews, man. You can't even find them. They completely pulled it because they were so good. And he was just putting up like these crazily good, well written reviews for free, and obviously he should be putting that in a book. People should have to pay for that stuff. But he says The Mothers is one of his favorite movies in that essay about it. He's also like the most tangential film critic. He really hops around a lot. So I played the trailer in the last 2 weeks ago in a stream. So A Glitch in the Matrix. I'm reviewing this from Rodney Asher, director of Room 237 and The Nightmare. I haven't seen the Nightmare, but this is their site, A Glitch in the Matrix. Played at Sundance, and it is available now. Get tickets. I don't know about any of that, but watch it at home. This is where you can check it out. On all these, platforms. So you can watch it on cable. That's fantastic. It's a really cool documentary. I'm going to review it. I highly recommend it. Highly, highly, highly recommend A Glitch in the Matrix. But I'm not going to elaborate. You will have to listen to my review on the broadcast on this show. Or you can find it on Letterboxd. The review later. Remember, the movie Mystic on Letterboxd. Alright, so that's A Glitch in the Matrix. And the two of us. This is like the future, basically, of movie distribution. You go to a website. They play some clips in the background. This is from France, and it is their submission to the Oscars for Best International Film. So, watch it at home. How can you watch this at home? That's exactly like the other one. Exactly like A Glitch in the Matrix. maybe slightly different. Looks like all the same platforms to me. A lot of the usual suspects. So, A Glitch in the Matrix, I am a big, big, big fan of. This I like, I do not love. But me liking it is not like dismissive. Like I do like legitimately like it, and I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's a great movie, and I kind of think that there were a couple of better movies from France that they could have submitted to the Oscars, which is kind of funny because they had a controversy about this last year too. So that's I'm not privy as to why this happens in France. So, there we go. All right, so the two of us, I'll be reviewing that. Now, I'm also reviewing this movie, which you can watch on the TIFF Bell Lightbox streaming service. And that's like what I want to plug. I'm not going to do this official site because you want to know why? Because I don't like this movie. I love Viggo Mortensen. Love Viggo Mortensen. His David Cronenberg movies, Lord of the Rings, good stuff. This man just destroyed the movie for me. And I think there are like structural flaws in this movie. And you'll learn why I think that. I've never seen this homophobic language, gross language. I've never seen it as a content advisor. But it is very triggering, the homophobic language. It's way worse than the violence, coarse language, and mature themes. It makes sense. I've just never seen that before. What can I say? I was born in '88. We've come a long way for LGBTQ rights. For the most part. But they had to be vigorously maintained. So, I'm going to give this a negative review, unfortunately. Okay. So, the other people, now I want to highlight, before I leave, on the people I am interviewing on the next broadcast of Mystic and Sphere on CKCU FM, 93.1 on the radio dial. Alright, so we got Bad Attitude. I interviewed the director, Susan Stern, who also was married to this man, Spain Rodriguez. Bad Attitude, the artist Spain Rodriguez. He's like an underground comic guy. This is them on Twitter. You give him a follow. I'm going to give him a like right now. There you go. And so he's like a 60s, 70s counterculture comic book artist. And let's look at some of his art. Because it's like a documentary talking about him. So that's just his typical. However, let's look at his art. Maybe you catch a vibe. You get your Trash Man. Very like, you can tell he's from the 50s. He grew up in the 50s. Or came of age in the 50s and really popped off in the 60s, 70s. Because this is pretty crazy stuff. Okay, thank you for that. And then, one thing that was excited about watching this documentary is Robert Crumb is featured. Fritz the Cat is a movie I'm a big fan of. But it started off as a comic book, which I have not read. Not a big underground comic book fan, even though I like sort of Frank Frazetta, Robert Crumb, and now Spain Rodriguez. It's pretty cool. And there's a great documentary about Crumb. It's like the same as this. Look at this. That's the Criterion poster for the Blu-ray, I believe. This is the DVD poster. Look at it. David Lynch Presents. And it had an audio commentary from Roger Ebert. That's a great picture. I'm a big fan of the sexual perversion mainly seen in Robert Crumb's animations. And it's great that he's in the documentary about Spain, as Spain is in this documentary as well. So it's all relevant stuff. Alright, let's get rid of this. So yeah, Susan Stern. She's she was younger than Spain. She is, sorry, she's still alive. I talked to her the other day. But she's like, I would say like in her 60s or 70s right now. No, not her 70s. I would say that lady's in her 60s. And she's hanging out in San Francisco, being a journalist and making documentaries, promoting this one right now. And I had a lovely conversation with her. Also had a lovely conversation with these people right here. This is a web series called Paranormal Solutions, Inc. And I got to interview Nicholas Carella, as well as Michelle Ouellette. So they directed stuff, and she directed like 6 episodes. I think there's 8, and he directed 1, and he acts in it. So this is CanCon, and it's a lot of fun. It's all about like these people who, it's sort of like The Office, I guess. It's like workplace dynamics, and people talk in like a documentary asides about what they think about everything that's going on and their coworkers. But it's about people who sort of exploit the fears of people who believe in the paranormal. So let's read this quote from the Daily Dead. If you're having a problem with something strange and you need a good laugh, the best place to call is Paranormal Solutions, Inc., a team of investigators who have encountered all manner of phenomena, including a Sasquatch, the demonically possessed, and a blockbuster haunted ghost. That was pretty funny. Don't believe me? See for yourself in the first 5 hilarious episodes of Coco Milk's TV's new web series, Paranormal Solutions, available to watch here on Daily Dead. Okay, fantastic. So, yeah, I enjoy talking to them a lot. They're very nice people. And you can check out their sites, or you can check them out on Twitter, Tumblr, or Facebook. All right. And then, of course, Reed Dunlop is, I don't have a link for him, but is someone I interviewed. He is an assistant director who's done a lot of cool movies. He's done stuff with like Brie Larson, Jennifer Lawrence, Denis Villeneuve, and he lives in Ottawa, which is great. He works all over the place, but he lives in Ottawa, or Chelsea rather, Chelsea, Quebec. Great guy. So if you're interested, especially in hopping in on set, if production is something you would like to do in the future, you're definitely going to want to hear from Reed Dunlop. All right. So now, I got another site like Glitch in the Matrix and the two of us. Lapsus. So I got to interview the director, Noah Hutton. Cult Status is a shirt. This is variety. Wow. And this movie's super cool. It's really, really funny. I love this guy. Dean Imperial. He's such a cool leading man. Never seen him in a movie before. Don't know if I ever will. But this movie's great. And I really enjoyed talking to Noah. So, how to watch the film. This is how you watch it. Film movements. Oh yeah, you watch it on Film Movement. Which is, we'll just go here. It's a streaming service. They have an app as well. I've reviewed some of their stuff. So it's available February 12th. So tomorrow. So if you are curious about Film Movement and you're curious about Lapsus, which is basically like a cozier version of The Lobster, take that as you will. Try out Film Movement because they have a lot of cool stuff. A lot of stuff for the international festival circuit. A lot of cool art house stuff. If you're in the Ottawa and you missed the Bytown Cinema, consider a subscription to Film Movement. I have used it in the past, and I enjoy it. So, yeah, Lapsus. Cool movie. Really funny. Really weird and quirky. And I love talking to Noah. So, I think we're good. I think we've done the thing. I want to make it to an hour. Alright, so I got another 30 seconds. So, watch Lapsus, Paranormal Solutions, Bad Attitude, the artist, Spain Rodriguez, and then here with Reed Dunlop. And then I got my reviews for A Glitch in the Matrix, Two of Us, Falling, and then, which are new releases, and then DVDs, Exploitation, Trailer Explosion, as well as Things from Severin, Super Soul Brother, and The Mothers from Vinegar Syndrome. They're all DVDs this time. Picked them up on Black Friday. A wide variety of topics discussed. I'm thinking of playing John Carpenter Lost Themes 3 throughout the broadcast, because that album rocks. Of course it is. It's John Carpenter. So, and then please subscribe to Mystic and Severe Radio on YouTube. Follow me on all these platforms, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or Letterboxd. And, of course, go to CKCUFM.com if you're not listening to my content. And just press listen and put it on the background. And listen to CKCU all the time. So I'll be going live Wednesday night at midnight. So you just press that, then to hear me for 2 hours. And then, of course, to find the show, programs, Mystic and Severe. And here we are. Guys, thanks so much for rocking with me today. I hope you enjoyed the hype for the next broadcast, as well as my reaction to South by Southwest movies. Of course, that was just like me reading, learning about a lot of these movies for the very first time. So I will have more in-depth thoughts and reactions as time goes on. And I will tell you, I'll try to bring you up to speed to as many projects attached to this very cool festival as possible. I'm out for now. Take care.